on the Friday's edition of People and Politics. Yes, the program that x-rays governance issues, highlighting those stories that are worth highlighting, giving you various perspectives for you to have a better understanding of what's happening around you. Beyond that, we also talk about stories that have to do with the everyday person. Yes, bringing the plight to the attention of the authorities when there is a need for such to happen. My name is Ben Watu. This morning, these are the stories we'll be serving you. Something that has to do with security is top on the list. President Bola Tinubu has approved the creation of 12 divisions for Nigerian Army and the recruitment of 28,000 personnel. A federal high court in Abuja yesterday sentenced three suspects in the Orile abduction to life imprisonment. And for those who Orile may not ring a bell, yes, Orile is a town in Oyo State that came to limelight following the kidnapping of some teachers and, of course, the students at school. Over 40 days in captivity, and eventually they were rescued. So the federal government has been able to charge some persons to court, and within a record time, these persons have been convicted. The DSS is not happy with the conviction. We hear they are pushing for death by hanging instead of life imprisonment. We'll also be making a stop at the Senate, where the Senate is seeking local offices for Facebook, TikTok, and other social media platforms in Nigeria. APC in Abia State has reacted to the allegation that Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu diverted 780 million naira meant for churches. Abia Police Command is investigating the mysterious death of 5 family members in Abia State. And on a good sad note, Enugu Air, a recently launched airline in Enugu, had one of its aircraft involved in an incident in Benin yesterday. Fortunately, no life was lost. All these have been posted on facebook.com/magicfmng. Please like the page. And of course, let's get your reactions. You can as well watch us live on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is Magic FM Abba. Okay, the first story this morning. President Bola Tinubu has approved the expansion of the Nigerian Army structure from 8 to 12 divisions. A statement by the presidential spokesperson, Bayo Ononuga, said the approval underscores the president's unwavering commitment to equipping the armed forces to address Nigeria's evolving security challenges effectively and to strengthen national defense capabilities further. The expansion builds on the administration's sustained investments in the armed forces, including approval for the recruitment of 28,000 additional personnel, acquisition of critical military platforms and equipment, improvements in troop welfare, and ongoing support for operational readiness and force modernization. President Tinubu commended the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Wahid Shuaibu, and all officers and soldiers of the Nigerian Army for their dedication, professionalism, and steadfast commitment in defending Nigeria's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Well, for neutral observers, this is good news. Most times when you listen to communities that are prone to attack in Nigeria, that have witnessed many attacks from Benue to Niger State to places like Nsukka in Enugu to Kogi, one thing they have always asked for is, please, can we have a military barracks or a military post sited in these areas? And that's because of our peculiarity as a people. When we have security issues, instead of deploying the police, it appears most of the security issues that we have can no longer be handled by the police. So we have resorted to using the military for practically everything, from policing job to the ones the military have to do. That's how intense and how sophisticated the security situation in Nigeria is. So having these divisions in places like Benue, in places like Taraba, so for me, it is good news. It's a good strategy. And increasing the number of our military personnel by 28,000 is not a small feat. That is also a good strategy. There is something about President Bola Tinubu. I've always said it. The man dares where angels fear. Once upon a time, nobody thought that a day would come when a Nigerian Army training depot would be established in the southeast. Yes, as we speak, there's one in Ebonyi State. And just recently, I think last month or this month, the first set of soldiers trained in that facility graduated from that facility. So today, the president is taking the bulls by the horn once upon a time again, or once again, to ensure that those places that do not have enough security presence, that they get it. A division is like the largest architectural structure of the Nigerian army. After the division, you get the brigade level and what have you. It keeps coming down to the unit level. So having a division in a particular area, believe me, the people would feel the impact. So these are the things we'll pray for. Let's start placing value and premium on the lives of Nigerians. Some people will say, where would the money come from to establish these divisions, pay the soldiers and what have you? I think our problem is not having money. Our problem is priority. How do we spend the money that we have? Because the same people who will tell you there is no money, they are driving 2027 vehicle in 2026, courtesy of government money. They have their children in the best of schools all over the world, courtesy of government money. But when it comes to issues that have to deal with the common man, you hear all manner of excuses. So for me, money should not be an excuse. We should be willing to spend anything spendable to ensure that we guarantee the safety of Nigerians no matter where they may find themselves. Okay? So moving on to other issues this morning, the Federal High Court has sentenced 3 suspects in the abduction of students and teachers in Orile local government area of Oyo State to life imprisonment. According to the High Court in Abuja, the sentencing of Abdulrazak Umar, also known as Abu Khalifa or Abu Khalid, Yunusa Musa alias Yunusa bin Musa, and Shamsu Adamusani alias Abu Itisa would start from the date of their arrest. Before the sentencing by Justice Salim Ibrahim, counsel for the defendants pleaded with the court to sentence them on liberal terms. He added that they were first-time offenders and had pleaded guilty. Ibrahim pointed out that this showed that they were remorseful of their actions and all the counts they were charged with are not related to the kidnapping. He added that the convicts were married men who have children and have aged parents who are dependent on them. He pleaded with the courts to give them a second chance at life and sentence them on liberal terms. Counsel for the prosecution, however, pointed out that the convicts were aware of the people on the battlefield, and as true Nigerians, they should have reported it to the authorities. After the charges were read to them, they pleaded guilty to membership of a proscribed terrorist group. At the arraignment on alleged terrorism at the Federal High Court Abuja, the 3 defendants also pleaded guilty to concealing information on the planning and execution of the abduction. However, only the first accused person, Abdulrazak Umar, alias Abu Khalifa Abu Khalid, pleaded guilty to count 7, 8, and 9, and 10, which bordered on training and passing instructions and inciting terror group members on a particular religious ideology. The 3 accused persons were on trial by the DSS on a 10-count charge bordering on kidnapping, concealment of information, and terrorism-related offenses. This is commendable. The speed at which the federal government used in prosecuting these individuals, I don't think we've seen anything this fast in the past. So we must commend this, and these are the kind of actions we expect. If you want insecurity to go down in Nigeria, to become history, we cannot continue pampering people, especially those who have been arrested. You hear of rehabilitation, you hear of reintegrating them into the society, you hear all manner of English and grammar. If someone should wake up in the morning and decide that, hey, this is the kind of life he wants to live, he wants to kill, he wants to kidnap, the person knows the implication of what he's doing. So if such a person is caught, I don't think we should pamper such a person. If we are serious as a people, we should give them the highest punishment approved by the law or the law courts, as we have seen. Well, the DSS is even not happy. The DSS is saying that the judge ought to make this death by hanging and not just life imprisonment. And for those wondering if these three persons convicted were caught in Orile or the national park in Oyo, no, they were not part of those who were seen in the bush or who were in the bush. These people, if you listen to the story we just read, they had information, they knew about the plot. So as a result, they are going down. The same punishment those who were directly involved would face is the same punishment that they would face as well. So what this means is that if you know of any kidnapping or terrorist activity and you keep it to yourself and pretend it is not your business, if your authorities succeed in tracing anything to you that you were aware and you did nothing, hey, by the time they get the information, they can use that against you in the law court and ensure that you pay for the crime. That's exactly what it means. So,
well, yeah, Ben, thank you. I'm just joining you. You should have introduced me, but when oil enter gallon and gallon carry oil, they don't relate with that. My name is Bonnie Onugu. Sorry, I had to join midway. Not really midway yet, but I had issues, technical issues with my automobile. And they talking like saying I'm Mercedes GLT. It's all right, but really on the issue at hand, we have people who become extra merciful when death is mentioned. But everybody will go someday anyway. But we have a situation where even those who are in authority or those who pride themselves as being stronger than the authorities tell you that those who are involved in these things have nowhere to go, that they must remain. We have some in authority who say they are just prodigal sons, allow them to return home. We have those who say, you can't prescribe death penalty and all that based on their religious and sometimes political convictions.
Emotions.
And basically some emotions. The president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, some 3-4 years ago, effrontery to take human lives, then them also to their maker to judge them. You can translate that. We even have some members of the National Assembly today who are bold beyond political affiliation and sentiment, saying that if they have the effrontery to kill human beings, kill Nigerians, very poor, innocent persons in their remote villages, when caught and proven to have been involved, that their lives also should not be spared. So I don't know where those sentiments about mercy and all that are coming from. Can we say anything where it is also proven, known, and is a fact, and has gone down in history, that those who have been caught have been reorientated, reformed in their words, and reorientated in all facets of our lives? And some of them have become, from emerging facts, that they are menaces to the well-being of the country. Nobody has disproved that. Some people have compared the amnesty by disguise being preached for them, compared them to what happened in the Niger Delta. Those who were given amnesty in the Niger Delta, there was a body responsible. Those who were sent abroad, those who had jobs to do, you can locate them in the countries they have gone to learn one job or the other. Through the embassies, through immigration, through everything. You can locate those. Even Tom Polo, for instance, who has been given a job to do. Tom Polo is doing a great job based on the information we're getting. Back in the day during the military, there was a coup that was regarded as a phantom coup. But I know that a colleague of ours, in the person of Chris Anyang, I don't want to mention anybody else because she was the publisher of TSM, and today the chief executive and managing director of Cool FM, Hot FM. She was roped in on the basis of accessory to the fact of the coup. Do you understand me? So whether these people were not practically on ground, they were not directly involved in Oriri or whatever, if they are accessories in any other way and made it possible, where human beings were taken away like rats and goats and chickens during Christmas, I don't think anybody should have any kind words for them. I would not have. That is the truth of the matter. There are bases, there are historical facts, there are empirical facts upon which we can situate this, my narrative. And I think this is how it should go.
Well, many Nigerians actually share same sentiments. We come to Abia State, or let's go to the Senate, where the Senate yesterday passed a resolution.
Yeah, we hear that global social media companies, including Facebook, TikTok, and other major digital platforms operating in Nigeria, may soon be required to establish physical offices in the country as the Senate advances a bill aimed at strengthening regulatory oversight and deepening their engagement with Africa's largest digital market. The proposal received widespread backing on Thursday during a public hearing organized by the Senate Committee on Information and Communications Technology and Cybersecurity in Abuja. The committee also considered a separate bill seeking to establish an artificial intelligence AI academy in Omo Ekiti, Ekiti State. The bill on social media platforms, sponsored by Senator Ned Nwoko, Delta North, seeks to amend the Nigeria Data Protection Act 2023 by making it mandatory for social media companies operating in Nigeria to maintain physical offices within the country's territorial boundaries. The AI Academy bill, sponsored by Senator Yemi Adaramodu, Ekiti State, that is Ekiti South, is designed to promote artificial intelligence education, research, and innovation in Nigeria. Speaking at the hearing, Chairman of the Senate Committee on ICT and Cybersecurity, Senator Shuaib Salisu Ogun Central, said both proposals were intended to strengthen Nigeria's digital economy and position the country for greater technological advancement. President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, represented by Deputy Senate Leader Lola Ashiru, Kwara South, described the two bills as strategic initiatives that would support national development.
Well, I saw words like accountability. I saw words like regulatory engagement. I'm not against social media regulation. No. There are good parts to social media, just like there are bad parts to social media.
And all other things.
Exactly. Everything in life has advantages and disadvantages. But if you take a look at social media, I feel if there's a way we can actually regulate some aspects, so be it, especially the anonymity aspect that allows anybody in the comfort of a sitting room to create an account, come up with any picture he or she feels like, and use it to propagate all manner of devilish agendas. We've seen that over and over again. If you also look at the other side, there are certain things that have been brought to the forefront that many Nigerians would not have known if not for social media. Today, there's a video of a policeman who said something insensitive. He stopped somebody, searched the person. He did not know that the glasses the person was wearing was the Meta glasses. Exactly, that could record. And in the process of asking for documentation from the car and everything, he went through, the guy was up to date. And instead of returning his driver's license, he held on to the driver's license and said, "Anything for me?" The guy said, "Officer, no, I don't get anything." And that provoked him. The next utterance was a very insensitive one coming from a public officer. He told the Yoruba driver that if you were to be Igbo, I would detain you here. So if not for social media, nobody would have heard of that. Likewise, we can go on and give you many examples. So regulated it, I'm in for it, but we should not at the same time stifle or censor social media. We must find a delicate balance. The word accountability, the word regulatory engagement, for me, it sounds too big. I would rather the Senate be more specific, so we don't have a situation where any government of the day, not necessarily today's government, maybe the government in the nearest future, would exploit these loopholes to say, okay, because somebody posted these on your platform, as a result, we are shutting you down. Somebody did this using your platform, as a result, you're supposed to pay social amount of fine. Let's, for me, find a delicate balance. We need social media, and at the same time, we should expunge those aspects that we do not need.
Well, already I know that social media, no matter the platform, they do have what they call community and ethical rules, whereby if you post certain things, even use certain words, they have a way of taking the post down before it goes far. Notwithstanding, I see some hypocrisy in what is coming from the National Assembly, in a sense that, there are so many things that are opening up in the polity that erstwhile we never knew about.
Exactly.
But today, Nigerians are aware of certain little things. And from those little things, with wider, investigation by the people, even the government itself has taken up, certain positions. We have a case in hand today of the fake agency. If anybody tells you that the case, opened as far back as 2025, November, and by July or thereabout, 2026 is when it came into the open, and so much water has passed under the bridge, if not for social media. Some of the activists we have today who are ensuring that we have good governance, justice, equity in the country, are using the social media to do that. But I tell you the level of hypocrisy this entails, because by the time it comes into fruition, you may not be able to be an activist anymore, because the simplest tool you can use without being on the street is social media. And when there is a face to it, it means the person can be sued, isn't it? So I do not know where we're coming from. The same National Assembly that is talking about digital use, and when we talk about that, I mean, the use of social media is basically digital anyway. The simple technology they have in the chambers, they don't use them.
At all.
They don't use them. So what are we talking about? Clear the log in your eyes before you talk about the speck in other people's eyes. I don't have a problem with it, because whatever I say, I'm responsible for it. Whatever I do, I'm responsible for it. And I want to believe there are billions of Nigerians who feel the same way. But where hypocrisy reigns is amongst the elite, particularly the political elite, those who have either been appointed or elected. And I stand tall to be challenged on this. If there is any level of sincerity from the higher level, I can assure you that Nigerians will follow suit. Why do we have young people in their 10s, 20s, and 30s, becoming high-level activists today? It's because they have seen what is happening, particularly from the elite, no matter the class, and they also know that there is no future for them. These are people who have enjoyed the best of Nigeria. They have been recycled in every way material, and they don't want to let go. They don't even want to create a paved way to the future. So no matter the encumbrances you bring in, I don't care. Let me tell you, when Pantami was Minister of Communications and the Digital Economy, we knew where he was going. We knew where Pantami was going. A lot of people raised questions. The same Pantami wants to be governor of a particular state in the country, and you can imagine what that would be. Pantami was alleged to have been, affiliated with certain names I don't want to call, but it's on record. So it's not enough to pass these bills, but if they are going to be used to stifle sincerity amongst the people, who have been forced to praise the oppressors, haven't been oppressed for too long, I think this would be a bad omen.
Indeed.
Because there will be resistance.
Let's also not forget that lots of young persons have actually broken out of poverty, courtesy of social media. Today, we have big content creators all over the land. We have social media influencers, people who are eking out a living practically out of nothing. So I think the Senate should be careful with whatever intention they have in terms of regulating social media or forcing these companies to have their offices here.
For me, Ben, sorry, having the offices here is not my problem. But if they become regulators, like we have some, regulators, we have the broadcast media. Do you understand me? And then the regulators become revenue generating, avenues where operators of
must buy license,
renew license, and you are being watched like a rat trying to enter where you have grains. I think the society should be made in a way that if you go against the law should deal with you. But those who operate the law should not make the law to only punish the poor, but caress the ego of the rich. Do you understand me? Because if the companies come, then automatically there'll be a social media like we have Nigerian Broadcasting
Commission.
You probably have Nigerian Social Media Regulatory Commission, maybe, and then it will become, an avenue to make more money. For you to use your phone, you probably have to pay something. For you to post anything, like you've been paying so much, which is higher than it's being paid anywhere in the world, you have to pay something. It's not enough to do that. Meanwhile, those who are talking about this, they don't pay for their fuel. They don't pay for the cars they use. They give them, grants for the houses they live in, even for the spoons and plates they use. Do you understand me? I understand also that they even get, prepaid free of charge from some of these network providers, allegedly. So it's not enough, I must say, to do this, but in doing it, let there be sincerity of purpose.
All right, we'll take that break now. When we're done with these, more stories will come your way. Stay with us.
Good, tasty food is worth living for. Worried about your oil every time you enjoy your favorite meal? Introducing Golden Terra Smart Balance Oil. Smart Balance Rice Bran Oil is rich in gamma oryzanol. Several studies suggest that gamma oryzanol may contribute to the reduction of bad cholesterol. Golden Terra Smart Balance Oil. Good food, no worries.
ama m ihe ị chọrọ, aga m enye gị Uniplex. Ọ ga-eme ka obi gị dị jụụ. Uniplex ngwa ngwa, Uniplex ngwa ngwa, Uniplex ngwa ngwa, Uniplex, Uniplex. Uniplex cough syrup nwere ammonium chloride, diphenhydramine chloride, sodium citrate na menthol crystals iji nyere gị aka memela mgbe akpịrị, oyi na ụkwara. A na-emepụta ya site na Daily Need Industries Limited. Uniplex cough syrup bụ maka ụmụaka na ndị okenye. Biko gụọ ntụziaka ngwa ya so ya. Ọ bụrụ na ihe na-arịa gị gafee mkpụrụ ụbọchị abụọ, gaa hụ dọkịta.
O subirila, a ga-enwerịrị nsogbu na group chat ezinụlọ anyị a. Ya mere m ji esi ihe ha niile nwere nkwekọrịta na native jollof maggi eji mara m. Naanị otu ụtọ, okwu ebie,
eji agwa sọị gbara ụka, yabasị, ose ụtọ nakwa klovu mee magista.
Nri abalị bịa n'udo maọbụ nọrọ be gị.
Magista na-eme ka nri ọbụla bụrụ ọpụrụ iche ma meekwa oge pụrụ iche echefu echefu.
No be one, no be two, he plenty, it's not true. With Cocoa Glow, your skin they glow, even tone, your shine they show. Aloe Soothe for soft skin, dry skin repair, no dryness. Made extra hydration for strong moisture. For soft skin, dry skin repair, no dryness. Made extra hydration for strong moisture. For soft skin, dry skin repair, no dryness. Made extra hydration for strong moisture. For soft skin, repair skin good as new. This is how we do.
Vaseline lotions, enriched with extracts, oils, and moisturizing glycerin. Choose the lotion that gets you.
Oh, you choose your own. Make your skin in the show. Vaseline lotions for
You want cook food to impress so. Pepetera.
Whether it's jollof or na stew, even for porridge or spaghetti, cook to impress with Pepe Terra.
Are you searching for a school where excellence is a culture and every child truly matters? Welcome to Gemstone International Secondary School, located at Youth Avenue, Shelter Afrique Estate, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, a place where future leaders are built with purpose. At Gemstone, we offer a full-body co-educational system with modern learning facilities, well-equipped classrooms, and a unique 15 students per teacher ratio, ensuring personalized attention and effective learning. Our students enjoy access to well-equipped library, modern science laboratories, and comfortable hostels with top-class facilities, all within a serene environment designed for learning and growth. With a team of highly qualified teachers and dedicated staff, we go beyond academics as every student undergoes a compulsory skills acquisition program to prepare them for real-life success. Admissions are now open for 2026-2027 academic session. Visit us today at Youth Avenue, Shelter Afrique Estate, Uyo, or call 0702-584-6403. Gemstone International Secondary School, excellence-minded education.
But why? No, see, say this big bull bag of rice no get the new big bull holographic seal. Not true.
Introducing the Big Bull Holographic Seal Tape, your favorite authentic Big Bull rice, 50 kg and 25 kg. Now with holographic seal tape. This is to ensure you get the premium product from Big Bull Rice. Do not buy if the holographic seal tape is not on the bag or is broken. Big Bull Rice. Tasty rice nourished you.
Golden Terra oil, pure soya oil. Golden Terra oil, pure soya oil. Rice or stew, beans or yam. Golden Terra oil, makes it right. Fry or grill, stir or flip. Taste and goodness hit the spot. Moms are shining through the meal. Nourishing food for family well-being. Indulge and wine with family too. Golden Terra oil cares for you. Golden Terra oil, pour pure love.
When body they holla, and head they hammer, oh God they para. What come to go slow? Take Rexall paracetamol. It go help some of your headaches and pains. Yeah. Rexall paracetamol. Rexall paracetamol go punch out pain, headache and feverish conditions. Kia and your body go take and pay to carry go. Rexall paracetamol. Tablet day for adults, syrup for children, and drop for baby them. Rexall paracetamol. Rexall paracetamol. Now Daily Needs Industries they make them. After 2 days you know better, go see your doctor.
When you sprinkle, every meal feels so right. Taste flicker. When you stir, the color shines so bright. Taste flicker. When you serve, it's pure delight. Taste flicker by Terra.
People and politics, providing the alternative voice within the democratic space.
All right, you're welcome back. We come to Abia State, where the All Progressives Congress, APC Abia State chapter, has reacted to allegations that Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu diverted 780 million naira meant for churches. Well, in a statement by the party's publicity secretary in the state, Uche Agworu, the party said it is aware of the orchestrated campaign of calumny being directed at the Deputy Speaker by agents of the Abia State government and the Labour Party over his role in attracting 780 million naira from the government's intervention for churches in Bende Federal Constituency. According to Agworu, the facts are straightforward and indisputable. The federal government made a budgetary provision of 8.05 billion naira in the 2026 budget for faith-based organizations, with 1.91 billion naira earmarked for churches and 6.14 billion naira for mosques. Out of the allocation for churches, the Deputy Speaker, through exceptional leadership, influence, and legislative capacity, secured 780 million naira for churches in Bende Federal Constituency. The APC in Abia State said instead of celebrating a son of Abia who has consistently demonstrated uncommon capacity in attracting federal projects and opportunities constituency, the Alex Oti administration and the Labour Party have resorted to their now familiar politics of propaganda, distortion, and misinformation. More astonishing is the fact that these attacks were being launched over funds that are yet to be released. Well, quite a mouthful, a very lengthy reaction.
It's just as mouthful as the reaction from our good friend Levi. His surname is so lengthy, but he's the chief press secretary to the deputy speaker. This matter is a national matter. It's not a state matter at all. So if you can reduce it to Abia politics, for me, is shocking. This is a national matter that is also receiving international attention. The churches and mosques and maybe shrines are not paying any tax to government. There are other ways that they earn their money from the people who are already paying taxes elsewhere. And we've seen mega churches and all that. Whether truth or false, we have about 200 churches in Bende alone. By virtue of being the deputy speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, is a national officer, number 6 in the nation. And so this is a national thing. If anybody is reducing it to Labour Party, APC, maybe why Labour Party? Why not other parties? Why not those who are neutral? The outcry, and if you listen to most media outfits, even this morning before I left my home, on one of the major network television stations, it was a discussion by some gentlemen from Budget Foundation. I think it's Budget. It's IT, not ET.
That's right.
And they explained a whole lot of things. These are budgets that, as we speak, 3 cycles are being implemented. Even 2026 has not been touched. So for me, it's not a question of whether it has been implemented or not. They even raised the question of, like competitions for the national team, for instance, for an event they are to attend. And they said, yes, you can put something in the budget in anticipation. But if it does not occur, okay, let it come back. And their summation by the guys Lawal and Waba, they are 2 gentlemen, young people, who, as they were speaking, I tell myself, what if we have this kind of young people ruling leading this country? That was what was going through my mind. Young minds like this, leading this country. The truth is that whether it is mosques, whether it is churches, whether it is the shrine, which is more African, and where if I have my way, that's where I will align myself as an individual, the government is not supposed to spend any money for them. The alibi from Levinus, that is to enhance the people's idea about, patriotism, enlightenment against cultism and other, negative activities and all that. The churches already, that is even why the churches are there. And they've been there for ages. In Buhari's time, we talked about padding. Now we are using other krukere ways to, it's not just because this one is about churches. There are other ones there which people are talking about. Some years ago, when Kwajabi Amila was, Speaker of the House of Representatives, there was a signboard somewhere in the East with his name as
in Surulere.
Okay, in Surulere.
Yeah, with an institution in the East.
In the East.
Yeah. As the executing institution.
Do you understand me? Some people are even saying that the legislature, that is the National Assembly, should just, focus on legislation and oversight. That is a situation where MDAs would have raised, their budgets, and then they have the opportunity of imputing ABC. That is the reason we have all these anomalies. I pray and I ask the political parties in this state of Abia not to localize this matter, because it's not about churches alone. It's not about Bende. From their own assessment now, the deputy speaker only got a fraction of what was voted for churches for Bende, where he comes from. That means the other portions are going to other states. No be so. And then for the mosques, what about the palaces? How many times have we had, government building palaces for our traditional rulers? I mean, let's be factual about this. It's not about the individuals, but if it has any connection with the individuals, we should tell ourselves the truth. It's not all about politics. This morning, I just ate rice without meat, and I'm here talking. I'm a human being. I don't send anybody. The day where I see meat, I chop. No be so. If I enter Mama Put with me where they go for Mama Put, I know they drink bottled water there. I will take my pure water. No be so what they call them. Okay, let's speak English. Sachet water. I can still come out with my head high. It does not remove the substance that is in me. We should begin to think about this country and the future of our children. I say this all the time because the more we bring this country to this level, the more our children are learning. And now we are beginning to breed what some people call the Olodo generation. God forbid we cannot have Olodo generation.
Well, everything is wrong with the said allocation. First of all, in our constitution, Nigeria is a secular state. So what that means is that the government has no business with religion. But what we have seen over time is politicians, in trying to use religion to entrench themselves in public offices, come up with all manner of tricks. We've seen governors sponsor marriages in the northern part of the country. We've seen governors send people on pilgrimage all over Nigeria, state governors. They do that as political patronage. They use it to patronize certain people. Out of all the pilgrims, so-called pilgrims, have you ever seen a poor man whose surname does not ring a bell make the list? You must know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody before your name appears on the pilgrimage list that is sponsored by the state government. Over 6 billion naira, for crying out loud, can be channeled into something else. Imagine the kind of hospital that we can build with that sum if we are serious as a people. Imagine the impact of that money in the education sector if we are serious as a people. Over 6 billion naira, you claim you're sending it to churches and mosques. Take a look at even the sharing formula. 1.91 billion naira for churches. Out of that sum, only one man was able to get a good chunk, 750 million naira for his constituency alone. What about other parts of the country? So everything is just wrong with it. Even over 6 billion naira, churches getting 1.91 billion and the mosque are getting the remaining chunk. So what does that tell you? Well, for me, I feel this is part of the APC's campaign. We know how the Muslim ticket of a thing is amongst Nigerians, how Nigerians feel about it. So the APC came up with this. They feel throwing money to the religious organizations, churches, would help melt the heart of leaders who would in turn convince their followers to vote for the APC. This is just an extension of government campaigning. Just like we had in the days of Muhammadu Buhari, the market money that then Vice President Oshibajo toured all over Nigeria, sharing 10, or was it 20,000 naira to market women. So this time around, they feel throwing money at churches. It
has been increased to 50.
That is it.
Now, anyway, Ben, let me tell you that the federal government of Nigeria is guilty with respect to the secularity of the country. Do you know we have a National Hajj Commission? And then we have a National or Nigerian Pilgrims Board
for Christians.
Do you know, as you approach the Murtala Airport, the local wing, there's a large settlement called the Hajj Camp. I don't know, being a Hajj camp, whether Christians also use it. But the Hajj Camp is so big that even some officials of the Nigeria Airports Authority, I used to have some friends there. I won't tell you, the agenda. They used to live there, and I believe they are still living there. My friend Ubamana, who was an information officer in the office of Alex Akinyele back in the day, for those who know Alex Akinyele, one-time Minister of Information, Obama now rose to become, the head of the National Hajj Commission at some point. He is a die, by the way, but he does all the raising of the airboats like all of us. That is some side story. If the federal government can establish National Hajj Commission and Nigerian Pilgrims Board, and then the high officers within, government circles, pick and choose who to go to the pilgrims, not because of their faith or confidence in, whoever they profess. And forget that some of us who are Africans do not belong to any of these religions, and that there are other religions that have also been imported into this country. Then something is wrong somewhere. So it's at that level, for me, that they are drawing what they are doing and then, fictitiously, allegedly, fixing so much money in the name of budget. The guy from Budget, the Lawal of a guy, said, look, he had walked, he mentioned in particular Bende. He's from the north. He said he had lived and worked in Bende local government, and that he saw that there was need for hospitals, for schools, good roads. It's in Bende that we have, erosion and all that we are crying about every day. And somebody is telling me about churches. 200 churches or more. Please, let's call a spade a spade. And if we sacrifice everything on the altar of politics, then there is no tomorrow. In any case, even the tomorrow we talk about, not guaranteed, but as hopeful as we are, is still very bleak. Let's be careful. This politics of the thing has created people from other planets other than the one we're living in. And they have a second life from the look of things. And they don't even think there is God anyway. God, for me, is not God as anybody based on his or her faith will call it, but there is a God. I live in Igbo land and I know it's Chukwu Kikabiama. As an Idoma man, it's Owichoma Nchala. And if I go many other places, God revealed himself to us in his own way, and how we can divide a line between good and evil, through which we can get the benefits or the consequences. Let's be careful.
All right, still from Abia this time around, something on a mysterious death involving a whole family. The Abia State Police Command is reacting.
Indeed, the State Police Command has commenced investigation to unravel the root cause of the death of 5 persons from a single family who were discovered dead in their family house at Uwimo, Osisioma local government area of Abia State. Decomposing corpses, please, this is sensitive, but is the reality of the story. So we appeal to the sensibilities of people who are listening to this. Yes, the decomposing corpses of the 5 Umimo residents were discovered by their neighbors and their community members about 3 days after they had retired to bed. It was gathered that the father of the house, late Mr. Kachi Unabubu, his wife, Mrs. Chinaza, and their 3 children could not come out of their house since Sunday, a situation that made the neighbors force their locked house open, often repeated knocking, and then only for the 5 family members to be found dead. Containers of leftover food and a generator set were reportedly found in the building after the house had been broken into. The bodies of the victims were evacuated from the compound and taken to the mortuary, even as residents of the area demanded a thorough investigation by government into the matter and determine the actual cause of their death. When contacted, the police public relations officer, PPRO of Abia State Police Command, DSP Maureen Chinaka, confirmed the incident, saying that investigations had commenced. Again, we appeal to the sensibilities of those listening for some of the words we used. All right.
Well, I did see a video from that part of Abia State some 2 days ago, and I must say it was heartbreaking. This is not the first time we're hearing of such ugly incident. What may have triggered it? I hear they are suspecting food poisoning or carbon monoxide poisoning, because a generator was seen when the house was broken, allegedly was broken into. Well, let's see. Let's hope that this will not just be one of those incidents that the police will tell us they're investigating, and that is it. We don't get to hear anything whatsoever again about it. It dies a natural death. Things like this should not be swept under the carpet. These are human lives. A whole family wiped out. There's need for the authorities to investigate and let the public know what may have been responsible for the death of a whole family.
Well, Ben, I tell you something. Yes, since the police is involved now, the people of the area are urging an investigation. We may just have to be circumspect about what we say, but based on previous experiences, there was a time a church somewhere in Zuku here, they had a night vigil, and the generator was left on, and then a few of the members, if not all of them, slept off. And by morning, many of them were either gone, I choose not to use some words again, were either gone or half gone. The police was involved. Some were taken to hospital and they recovered. It was investigated, and it was discovered that carbon monoxide or fume, if you like, caused it. And there have been many cases of that nature. And there had been series of enlightenments about people not keeping generators in their homes and turning them on.
An enclosed environment.
Or in an enclosed environment, or anywhere where the nozzle of the generator will be directed towards the living space. Sometimes people don't know that whether the generator is smoking or not, it is emitting carbon monoxide, depending on the quality of the oil, as the experts would say. But we have to leave this at the realm of hope, just like you said, that the authorities will let outcomes are when occurrences like this, do manifest. If they don't, then we'll still remain in the dark. Is it food poisoning? The authorities should let us know.
If not for any other things, people can afford to learn that, okay, because of this mistake this family made, it cost them so thing, and they would avoid such in the future instead of leaving everything to speculation. Well, for the fume, it's been established that carbon monoxide
the silent killer.
That is it. Your generator within an enclosed environment, you'll be breathing it in peacefully, gradually, without really knowing that you're a generator. We know the level of insecurity. People steal generator and their parts, but it is not worth your life. If you would get a chain your generator outside. Let it be outside. Let it not be inside your house. All right.
And in all honesty, Ben, this time round, the weather is not particularly hot. For which people will not have to turn their generators on while going to bed. I know that we don't have electricity everywhere yet, and you may want to watch television and all that. And then, of course, there's a possibility of people dozing off while their gens are on, even if they had intended, to put them off before retiring finally. The Enlightenment, which is part of our purview today. Initially, they used to tell us that it was information, education, and entertainment, but we're taking it beyond that to enlightenment and even stopping in the gap for the people, which we call advocacy, is the job of the media. And that is why we're dwelling on this. All right? People should know. Since the media started campaigning seriously on scooping fuel, people have learned a lot. So you hardly see where a trailer laden with fuel now would fall, and then people go scooping fuel. People don't do that anymore. So we will be mounting some campaign on this as well, talking the way we're doing. But when you hear it, tell somebody else to tell somebody else. That is how communication is, done. And in Africa, that is how we had our own communication.
We'll take another break. When we're done with this, one more story before we go interactive.
No firewood, no charcoal. Say hello to the new no smoky party. Smoky flavor. Your taste buds. New no smoky party, smoky party, smoky party.
Enjoy the new North Smoky Party Jollof Seasoning.
Give me smoky party jollof. Smoky party jollof.
Good tasty food is worth living for. Worried about your oil every time you enjoy your favorite meal? Introducing Golden Terra Smart Balance Oil. Smart Balance Rice Bran Oil is rich in gamma oryzanol. Several studies suggest that gamma oryzanol may contribute to the reduction of bad cholesterol. Golden Terra Smart Balance Oil. Good food, no worries.
My brother, I hear say Lafarge don't change name.
Yes, now. Lafarge Africa PLC don't transform. Come become HBM Nigeria PLC. The name don't change, but now still the same ogbonge cement and other building solutions company. Where Ella build Third Mainland Bridge, National Assembly Complex, First and Second Niger Bridge them, Cocoa House, National Theatre, plus plenty of construction for this we country since 1960.
HBM Nigeria, formerly Lafarge.
HBM Nigeria PLC, formerly Lafarge Africa PLC, Beyond Buildings.
How do we make our cooking come alive? Oh, Pepetera. For that tasty meal when you like, oh, Pepetera. If you want cook food to impress, oh, Pepetera. Pepetera, Pepetera.
Whether it's jollof or na stew, even for porridge or spaghetti, cook to impress with Pepetera.
Yeah, Pepetera.
Nwa m nwanyị kemgbe rutere ụlọ gị a m na-arahụ ụra ka nwatakịrị kedu ụdị matarasị anwansi bụ nke
nwanne nna ọ bụ Vitafoam Pillow Top Range ọhụrụ
elu ohiri isi ị na-ekwu na ohiri isi so na akwa ndị na matarasị a
ee ọ dị ka ime mkpunye igwe ọdịdị n'elu ya na nkwado kwụ ọtọ n'okpuru
ọ bụghị ihe iju anya na m na-ese n'elu na mrọ m ọ bụrụ nke a na n'obodo m o nweghị onye gachiteta ọzọ nweta nkasi obi elu site na Vitafoam Pillow Top Range na-egosi Vitalux na Vita Helix emebere nke ọma maka ịdị nro na-ezigbo izu ike na-akwado abalị na-akwado ka abalị ọbụla dị ka ọmarịcha mkpụrụ ndụ Vitafoam o mmekarịrị ibe ya na akwa ndị na matarasị.
Wait, before you buy that multivitamin, ask yourself, if they give your pikin a complete nutrition?
Choose Afravite with the years of caring for babies and growing children. Choose Afravite.
Afravite is for multivitamin drop and syrup with them make special for small baby them and pikin them with on the grow. It contains essential vitamin them for to take grow, get immunity, and the help brain to develop. NAFDAC approval.
Give them Afravite every day.
Afravite. Na Afrapian Limited they make them. People with they make panda paracetamol.
No buy am. But why? No see say this big bull bag of rice no get the new big bull holographic seal. Not true.
Introducing the Big Bull Holographic Seal Tape, your favorite authentic Big Bull rice, 50 kg and 25 kg. Now with holographic seal tape. This is to ensure you get the premium product from Big Bull Rice. Do not buy if the holographic seal tape is not on the bag or is broken. Big Bull Rice. Tasty rice nourished you.
Golden Terra Oil. Pure soya oil. Golden Terra Oil. Pure soya oil. Rice or stew, beans or yam. Golden Terra Oil. Mix it right, fry or grill, stir or flip. Taste and goodness hit the spot. Moms are shining through the meal. Nourishing food for family well-being. Indulge and wine with family too. Golden Terra Oil cares for you. Golden Terra Oil. Pour pure love.
When you sprinkle, every meal feels so right.
Taste maker.
When you stir, the color shines so bright.
Taste maker.
When you serve, it's pure delight.
Taste maker by Terra. The flavor you can feel.
From jollof to stews, from soups to sauce, Tastemaker seasoning powder makes everything taste so good. Sprinkle, stir, serve.
Tastemaker.
Ferrobin iron and care, be good for your body, shey you yeah.
Teta, gbasi ike ma nwere onwe gị site n'ọgwụ ọbara bụ Ferrobin nke nwere iron. Ọ bụ maka mụ na gị ahụ gbasiri ike na uche zuru oke. Ferrobin kwụ gị n'azụ kpọmkwem. Ferrobin o nwere iron na folic acid, nsogbu adịghịzi. Ọ dị ọnụ ala ma dịkwa mfe nweta. Ferrobin nke mmiri na-amasịkwa ụmụaka. Kwụrụ chim ma nwee obiọma ụbọchị niile. Ọ bụ ụlọ ọrụ Fidsin Healthcare PLC mepụtara Ferrobin. Ị ga-enweta ya n'ụlọ ahịa ọgwụ ọbụla n'ala anyị bụ Nigeria.
People and politics, providing the alternative voice within the democratic space.
right, welcome back. An aircraft operated by Enugu Air yesterday veered off the runway after landing at Benin Airport, triggering an emergency response at that airport. In a statement, the airline confirmed that all passengers and crew members were safely evacuated and that no injuries or fatalities were recorded. The incident momentarily disrupted flight operations at the airport as emergency responders secured the aircraft and aviation officials began assessing the situation. Enugu Air said a runway excursion may result in temporary adjustments to some flight schedules, adding that affected passengers will be contacted directly. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau has said it would investigate the runway excursion involving the Embraer E170 aircraft. The NSIB said the aircraft operating as flights 4264 registration 5NENR from Lagos to Benin got involved in the runway excursion after overrunning the end of runway 05 during landing and that no injury was recorded.
Well, first and foremost, we have to give thanks to God Almighty. The number of passengers in that plane, as witnessed from their disembarkation, was huge. The devastation actually was also huge because all the tires, got removed from the pictures and the videos we got. The airplane was literally on its belly, and people came down safely. In Nigeria today, we talk about rescue. We don't even know there's an alternative to it. But I need to also praise the airport authorities in Benin because from what I saw around, the firefighting vehicle, they had stretchers, they had other smaller ambulances. They all came, in real time. That means they were prepared. But people were disembarking on their own. This idea of rescue that we misuse in this country, I don't know why. We also thank God that it happened within the precincts of the airport. So response, and that is the word I want to use here, could come that quickly. No life was lost, no injury, because it wasn't an area fall. It was, a veering from, the wrong way. My sympathy also goes to the Enugu state government because they came up with this, beautiful idea of owning an airline, just like, the Akwa Ibom state government. And then less than how many months now, this is what we're seeing. We only hope and pray, because prayer is good. And we hope and pray that it doesn't occur again. All right. That is a bad one because it's going to cost a huge chunk of money from my, observation, not expert observation, to rehabilitate that plane and put it back on air.
Indeed. Thank God that things just went the way they went yesterday. It was raining. Maybe if it wasn't raining, the whole aircraft would have gone up in flame. So the elements were just aligned. People came out safely. It's quite a bad PR for the Enugu Air that just started flying recently. If you go through the comments on social media, many people have started expressing reservations and what have you. Well, the good thing is that no life was lost. So let's go interactive.
That is one thing about the social media that I don't like. This thing called accident
can happen.
Is an unexpected, sudden occurrence.
That's right.
Unexpected, yet very sudden occurrence. So when I hear people begin to be negative, particularly when no life was lost, the only damage for me is to the aircraft. And of course, the time and businesses the people had, which are immaterial at this point in time. Let's pray for the lives of the people. Thank God for it.
Unfortunately, Bonnie,
in our bathrooms, in our kitchens,
we are living in a time where
everything can happen.
Where people politicize everything. It's beginning to take political undertone.
I just wonder.
Coloration. People feel maybe if they talk bad on the aircraft, it would affect Peter Mba, who is the governor, and rub off negatively on his administration, without realizing that Peter Mba was not even in that flight. So can we celebrate the fact that the pilot was able to manage the situation and no life was lost? For me, that should be our number one priority.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter whether APC, PDP, all those things are just secondary.
Exactly.
Let's hear from you. We have 0907 677 1029, 0916 988 1029. We're streaming live on facebook.com/Magic FMNG, YouTube, Magic FM Abba. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. Your name and
My
location.
name is Hervey. I'm calling from Abba. I want to talk on this issue of increasing our military formation or barracks. I want to say this. The insecurity we have here is attributed to many things. And if we get it right, this insecurity will reduce because we may not eradicate it totally. Let me give you a little illustration. A man whose children have a problem, one of the children has a problem, a terminal sickness, and he decided not to take the child to the hospital because he was building a house. He wants to build a house. So he preferred building that house and taking his child or taking his child to the hospital. So this is exactly what our government is doing now. Yes, we have problem of refinery. And this refinery is the main cause of our problem here. If we get this fuel situation right, believe me, many things will start falling itself gradually. Because this fuel run around the circle during us here. So I don't know why they leave this issue of refinery for almost 3 years and now, after removing the fuel subsidy, we are getting a lot of money, billions of money. And we don't want to put this refinery back. And we are talking of building military barracks, this and that. Go and be crazy where you put hungry Nigerians. Bit more crazy.
All right. We understand your drift, but the fact is we also need security. Okay. You cannot say because there are other problems, you forgo something as vital as addressing the level of insecurity in the land. Okay. Let's take more calls. Hello. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
This is the citizen reporter, Comrade Elijah Denwa. I'm reporting from Main Road this morning. Permit me to talk on the issue concerning the number 6 city of Nigeria, which has generated a lot of controversy on social media. If I should have my way, I'll sponsor a bill, direct or indirect. I will come up with a bill against the state and federal government sponsoring those going for Mecca and pilgrimage. Go there and come back to answer JP, Justice of Peace. You go there and come back, bring more peace, telling people how it will take away more joy. You go there and come back, bring water. No, I'm mentioning Jesus Christ, that if you drink it, all your sins are forgiven. All your sicknesses are gone. Why would the federal government come up with church, sponsoring churches? People are suffering. Look at the kind of money. Before it was 1 billion. Now it was 700 something million. I don't know, but I think whether sponsoring the church, or policies, to me, it doesn't make sense. Use it, empower the youth. The youth are the lifewire of the nation. Artisans are suffering. Even in this other state. Look at before now, we know how it used to be. There are people that suffer on the living. There are people that are willing to learn one skill or the other, but nobody to sponsor them. They wouldn't have sponsored the church when it's very good. One, since they want to regulate social media, there's no problem. No the network and more. Bye bye.
All right. Thank you, comrade. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Ben Anthony. How are you this morning?
We're good. And you?
I'm fine.
All right.
Thank God praise.
Thank you.
Please, I want to plead to the government of Enugu State. You know, my name is Paul I'm appealing, please, government of Enugu State. That have happened, though it's an accident, but we must find a way to prevent such to happen because we have forgotten the era where such a thing used to happen in Nigeria. So we are pleading, please, do all you can, because we do enter foreign flights to other countries. It's hardly you hear such. So here, if you want to operate, don't remind us things we have forgotten, please. We don't want to sorrow under bitterness. That is my opinion to them, please. The second thing again I want to say is about concerning the church issues, sponsoring or whatever, please. We are tired of this. Consult companies. Allow our children who went to school to practice what they studied in school. Let us see interstate companies all over Nigeria as it is in other countries, so we can breathe. Don't leave this what you're supposed to do and do the needful. We have a need. Our need is to plant companies in Nigeria. When we study any course in the school, we come out and do the practical experiment, physically, not spiritually. Please, our government, both federal and the state government, and even the local government area. Thank you, Magic FM. God bless you, mostly, Bonnie and Ben, because you are so emphatic in your assignment this morning. I'm enjoying your writing. God bless you.
All right.
Thank you.
Bless you too.
Very quickly, we have to tell you that accidents, just like we've said before, can occur anywhere. We've seen the best of airplanes elsewhere in the world, very sophisticated in the most advanced countries, also come down.
Bonnie,
the good thing we thank God for is that air accidents happen very seldomly. They don't happen all the time. Even once it's bad, we know, but it's not enough to blame any human being. That airline had been established by the state government, but it is managed by experts, and is a value chain of experts. So anybody, just like you said now, Pastor, it's like saying the state government willingly said, let there be an accident. Please, let's be careful with our utterances.
One of the most common incidents in the aviation sector is plane overshooting the runway. It is not peculiar to Nigeria. You can just Google and see the number.
Especially the rainy season like this.
This month of July, on the 13th, an Air Peace flight from Lagos to Port Harcourt was involved in a similar incident. Before then, we've had series of these, not just in Nigeria, but all over the world. So things like this are bound to happen. Our prayer is whenever it happens, life should not be lost. I think that should be our concern. We'll take another break now. Don't adjust your radio. When we're done with these, we'll take more calls and take a look at the socials.
Come on, go the race. Bring things to your humble ears. Oh, yes. We never slack, always on the edge. Anything you want to hear. To Magic 1, go to 1 FM. Feel my magic. No firewood, no charcoal. Say hello to the new no smoky party. Try one that smoky flavor. That likes your taste buds. New no smoky party. New no smoky party. No smoky party.
Enjoy the new North Smoky Party Jollof seasoning.
Give me no. Give me smoky party jollof. New no smoky party jollof.
Better don't land area o. Customer fit transfer money, but no fit carry goods comot shop because you no see alert. You go sell market, money go hang for air. To collect money for wetin you sell go become wahala for you and customer. Aba Eyimba City. Obodo na bambo. Ndi nwere business acumen. Help don land.
My brother, e dey tire sometime. All the effort I don put for this business, true, I need help.
No worry, Oga. E be like say the help don land. The better way they find don't land inside Aba, A-line, V-line, Semek, Eyimba, even Bakassi. Everywhere. One wallet don't enter town with MTN and Union Bell. No more business palaver. You need better smart POS or Union Bell smartphone. Where they collect money through card, transfer, tap to pay. We there for you.
Waiting be tap again.
You never hear that one before? Customer go just tap their card or phone for your POS and you go get your money sharp. No need to cram account number for head. Better never finish, so You get business loans to support your business. And that Union Bell smartphone where I talked before, you fit buy am with pay small money, we no go hook you for neck.
My brother, thank you. It be like say you sabi everything where I want for this business. Abeg, where have you get all these things from this one wallet step?
We no dey far from you at all. If you see people where they wear gold t-shirts, we get one wallet logo. Ask them about one wallet. You fit call us on 09010728105 or visit our One Wallet hub where they closest to you. Download the One Wallet app on Android and iOS for amazing business growth opportunities. One Wallet Microfinance Bank Limited is licensed by the Central Bank of Nigeria and insured by the Nigeria Deposit Insurance Corporation.
O subirila, a ga-enwerịrị nsogbu na group chat ezinụlọ anyị a. Ya mere m ji esi ihe ha niile nwere nkwekọrịta na native jollof maggi eji mara m. Naanị otu ụtọ, okwu ebie.
Eji agwa sọị gbara ụka, yabasị, ose ụtọ nakwa klovu mee magista.
Nri abalị bịa n'udo maọbụ nọrọ be gị.
Magista na-eme ka nri ọbụla bụrụ ọpụrụ iche ma meekwa oge pụrụ iche echefu.
So good together.
Why are there so many Indomie wrappers on your table?
I'm collecting my Indomie Moments wrappers. I want to win something big.
Something big, just like that?
Yes, by collecting 10 unique moments inside the Indomie wrapper, anyone can become a winner.
I'm going no more. I want to start collecting my own Indomie Moments wrappers.
That's right. Don't miss out on My Indomie Moments promo. Collect 10 unique moments and stand a chance to win amazing prizes. Visit www.indomie.ng/My Indomie Moments.
Hey, Chioma, you don't try, oh. See as my kitchen clean.
Mama.
But you no use hypo.
Hypo kwa?
Yes, so germs say para. No gree. Protect your kitchen every day with hypo. Hypo.
John Vance 3-in-1 chocolate. Enjoy instant goodness.
Quality anti-malaria contains Artemisa and lumefantrine, available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets for very convenient.
People and politics, providing the alternative voice within the democratic space.
All right, so welcome back. Let's take a look at the socials now. On the live feed, we have Comrade Define 1 year. Those heartless Orire terrorists deserve death sentence, not life imprisonment. Imagine keeping little children in the bush for 56 days without proper feeding and medical attention. Francis Omaga Nnamani says, thank God it is Friday. Imatex Rudo says, good morning. This is commendable. The president recruiting 28,000 soldiers, approving the various divisions. All right. Omagan Namani, the sentencing of Orire abductors to life imprisonment is a right step in the right direction. Okay, thank you for joining us. Man Johnny, Enugu Air near fatal crash. Thanks be to God, nobody died. We don't want to hear such sad news. Akoma Felix, please. Is the right time NBA, it is high time NBA should call their members to order. A criminal that has the mind to kill other people's parents and relatives, and someone is trying to have pity on them. Okay, I guess you're referring to the lawyers. Well, the lawyers have to do their job. It's now left for the prosecutors to convince the judge with enough evidence as to why people who committed such a crime should not be let go. You said you are supporting Boni. Let us treat these criminals the same way they treat their victims fire for fire. Okay. Geoffrey, INEC has announced when campaigns and rallies of political parties would commence. Okay. Geoffrey, if we talk about everything the way you want us to, even 24 hours will not be enough. Prince Hope Williams watching live from Urata Aseme off Port Harcourt Road. Federal government approving 12 more divisions for the Nigerian army is a welcome one.
Sorry, Ben, let me come into Job, right? That's the guy's name. If you remember, every other time we ask you to send your messages, verified messages, to our official WhatsApp line, 0907-677-1029. And when we go interactive on a live program like this, any verifiable information may not necessarily be a digression. Send it to us. We need them. We don't manufacture them, all right? And we are not on top of it, real time, but we aspire to as much as possible.
Okay. Prince Hope from Urata says the federal government approving 12 more divisions for the Nigerian army is a welcome one. But what about the other agencies like Customs, NNPCL, CBN, and so on? If we are being recruited to such agencies, what would happen? Stephen C. Achonwa, the approach by the Senate forcing the social media to have their offices in Nigeria is ill-motivated, if not ill-conceived. The activities of the social media platforms have far more advantages and exposes the ills of government. Therefore, government should remove their interest there and face the ills that is facing us. All right. Thank you, Uzoma Onyedikachi. If Tinubu wants a one-way ticket, let him release Nnamdi Kanu. Okay. Arisachi Nachi. Thank you. You said the federal government, Senate seeking local offices for Facebook, TikTok, and others in Nigeria. That shows Nigeria is most reasonable in government. Social media is only sovereign, existing universally. All right. Uzoma Onyedikachi, we've taken something from you. Royal Prince, from me, baby. You people should upgrade. Okay. Thank you. Maybe from your end, everything is all good here. If the picture quality on Facebook is not good enough for you, you can check us out on YouTube. Clement Olikwe, every politician has his or her own style of empowering the masses. I think we need a paradigm shift from Okada, sewing machine, grinding machine, even shovel, Ego Church, or Basaruno. Well, that's all the time we have to spend with you this morning. Thank you for being part of the program. We'll be back again Monday morning with another edition. Do well to join us. My name is Ben Mwatu.
I am Bonnie Onugu. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, I am your brother, Dr. O. Emmanuel. It's my birthday. Dance with me.
Happy birthday. That is all I can say. I wish you many, many happy returns.
Give God the glory. Yes, this Sunday, 26th July 2026 is my celebration and Thanksgiving service, and you are specially invited. The time is 1 p.m. and the venue remains Breakthrough Fellowship International Church, 269 Aba Owerri Road, right here in the city of Aba. Rice and stew will be plenty. Now you can call us 08033160312. Wish me well and then be there on Sunday, 1 p.m. Don't eat and come. See you there. God bless you.
And say, I wish you many, many happy returns. No firewood, no charcoal. Say hello to the new, no smoky party. Join one that smoky flavor. Like your taste buds. You know smoky party, jollof. You know smoky party, jollof. Smoky party, jollof.
Enjoy the new North Smoky Party Jollof seasoning.
Give me no. Give me smoky party, jollof. You know smoky party, jollof. Jollof.
We're the station that beats all the competition. As soon as we hear any competition. 102.9.
O subirila a ga-enwerịrị nsogbu na grup chat ezinụlọ anyị a. Ya mere m ji esi ihe ha niile nwere nkwekọrịta na native jollof maggi eji mara m. Naanị otu ụtọ, okwu ebie.
Eji agwa sọị gbara ụka, yabasị, ose ụtọ nakwa klovu mee magista.
Nri abalị bịa n'udo maọbụ nọrọ be gị.
Magista na-eme ka nri ọbụla bụrụ ọpụrụ iche ma meekwa oge pụrụ iche echefu.
Getty guy sorrogi, why na kebo dem na.
Oh yes, my people. Now we be Lagos Star Wire and Cable. We dey bring you better good news. Oh, as we dey introduce, they give you all new Lagos Star Armored Cable, where we don't engineer to carry any kind current with a strength to keep your building safe. This one are trusted for in performance. Whether you dey wire your home, factory, or been a high-rise building, abego, make sure say you dey choose Lagos Star Armored Cable, where they last well. It dey pass current like tomorrow no day, and of course it go give you peace joy. We dey available for all better electric stores where they the whole of Obodo country Naija. No go settle for less, so power your world with Lagos Star quality armored cable. Lagos Star Armored Cable, straight, safe, visible, and trust. Now we get time. Lagos Star Wire and Cable for your long-lasting and durability building. Utu Agode.
Wire and cable.
Vaseline lotions for you. No be one, no be two, he plenty. It's not true. With Cocoa Glow, your skin they glow. Even tone, your shine they show. Aloe Soothe for soft skin, dry skin repair, no dryness. Made extra hydration for strong moisture. Active repair skin good as new. This is how we do.
Vaseline lotions, enriched with extracts, oils, and moisturizing glycerin. Choose the lotion that gets you.
Oh, you choose your own. Make your skin in the show. Vaseline lotions for you.
Ugochi, kedu ihe kpatara eji were ọtụtụ akwụkwọ inde na tebụl gị? Ana m achịkọta maka ihe oge indomi m. Achọrọ m irite ihe buru ibu. Ihe nrite buru ibu site otu ọnwụ. Site na ịkpọkọta akwụkwọ indomi iri, ihe oge pụrụ iche dị n'ime ya. Onye ọbụla nwere ike ịbụ onye mmeri. Amana n'ụlọ m, achọrọ m ịmalite ịkpọkọta ihe akwụkwọ oge indomi nke m.
Nke ahụ ziri ezi, ekwekwala ka Indomie Moments promo banarịa gị chịkọta akwụkwọ indomi ihe oge iri pụrụ iche. Ka ị were nwee ohere iji nweta ihe nrite dị ịtụnanya. Gaa na www.indomie.ng/myindomiemoment.
Guy, we don't talk since so. Make I go do my work, We go continue this talk later.
Oh boy, you don't talk. How about you know the tire?
Now the new level be that too. This new MTN sachet bundle don't make life easy for me.
Brotherly, involve me now. Make me self they follow ya like you. Talk until you tire. When you day on top the new MTN sachet bundles, dial *312*7# and press 2 to start to enjoy from 100 naira. Load them, talk they go.
My brother, I hear say Lafarge don't change name.
Yes, now. Lafarge Africa PLC don't transform. Come become HBM Nigeria PLC. The name don't change, but now still the same ogbonge cement and other building solutions company. We help build Third Mainland Bridge, National Assembly Complex, First and Second Niger Bridge them, Cocoa House, National Theatre, plus plenty of construction for this we country since 1960.
HBM Nigeria, formerly Lafarge.
HBM Nigeria PLC, formerly Lafarge Africa PLC, Beyond Buildings.
Malaria, go away. Charlatan, not you away. 3 days is all it takes.
Charlatan Quality Anti-Malaria contains Artemisa and lumefantrine, available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets with very convenient dosing for kids. Charlatan is also available in tablets for adults. Knock out malaria in 3 days with Charlatan from Shalina Healthcare. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor.
Charlatan is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
Finally, we have a radio station that speaks to the rest of us.
I just wanted to say
thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Tell all your friends about Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Tell all your friends about Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Tell all your friends about Thank you very much.
Raise your voice and shout. Come on.
I go now road, since I don't know road. Every minimum, nine they put me, they lead me, they go. On God, mine is made up. Of course, no going back. Non-stop, on 240. Then she gone, go down the road. I'm steady revving. If I just know what we read, that's why I call you. Decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I can never turn back. It's already too late. It won't make sense. Where am I going to? It's already too late. I've already come too far. It's already too late. We will run the war. We will spend the billions. We'll spend the billions. We'll spend for Jesus. We'll spend for Jesus. We will shift the culture. We'll shift the culture. We will heal the sick. We will heal the sick. We will raise the dead. We will raise the dead. Transform the nation. Transform the nation. We will hear well done. We will hear well done. We will turn the war. We will turn the war. We will spend the billions. We'll spend the billions. We will spend for Jesus. We'll spend for Jesus. We will shift the culture. We will hear the sick.
Did you get bored to listen every time to the same playlists? We make the difference. Music for your senses.
Magic 104.9.
I love this station.
All right, a very good morning to all our listeners. Now, Friday, the 24th day for the month of July 2026. We don't show back again for Inside the Mid-Morning Run Show. Okay, every Friday morning, we celebrate love. Love, love, love. Love everywhere. Plenty everywhere, love. Love is a very beautiful matter, but some of the time, it will give you that thing that will make your heart do boom, 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 boom. But no tension. Last, all of us go do all right when it comes to love. And funny enough, both even animals, they love. Both even humans, they love. God himself, now God of love. Okay, with that, we welcome all of you now once again for Inside the program Wedding Bliss, where we celebrate love every Friday for Magic 102.9. And thank God again, say today, na Friday. Governor Abisur of Magic FM, say good morning and welcome all of you now again.
Good morning, everybody. I hope so. Na night today very, very good. Na Magic 102.9 FM Abba. Na the voice of MC Atuna. Good morning.
All right, now more enter the matter very well. Okay, Wedding Bliss. We celebrate love. We'll talk about the celebration. We'll talk about everything concerning celebration of that your anniversary wedding ceremony. Because I believe this weekend, people will join body together as man and wife, whether both white wedding, court wedding, or traditionally we say congratulations. And again, we celebrate on this beautiful Friday morning, the 24th day for the month of July 2026. Okay, yes, as the hot, as we do the celebration, they go, we go also celebrate our celebrants, the ones who visit today, not their by day. Today, not their by day. So we will still carry them along and every. But before then, we'll still talk about what are the things that happen for both the family line and the ones who enter the family and the ones who are inside the family. We'll still talk about their matter this morning. Okay, if we want to talk about red flag, between and what we go really mention, waiting and waiting be the things when be red flag inside relationship when it lead to marriage. Most are from there.
Red flag plenty. So many things. Now red flag what? Red flag na one thing we're supposed to be individual decision. Because waiting be red flag for somebody, feel no be red flag for another person. We don't therefore where somebody they complain say husband they beat them, and somebody they tell you say that beat him make him love your husband. So red flag na personal decision. Waiting the red flag for this person, if you know the red flag for another person.
All right. Okay. You know you're now. So make all of us know they put our hope and mind say everything a red flag. Okay, because it be red flag for you, feel not be red flag for another person. Okay, now a lady need our advice as she dey confused right now based on the plan wedding. She and a man they plan